Hello and welcome back to our New World Order campaign in Crusader Kings 2 with the HIP mod. In the last episode, I believe we were just going to wait for our truce with Bayern to expire, which is going to be in just a couple of months here, and then go to war with them. I believe we still have at least one county we can take via a de jure claim on behalf of our vassal duchess, so we'll go ahead and do that. Haven't had any trouble, or haven't had any success rather, getting any claimants to the larger duchies up here, which would be very nice to take, of course, at some point, but we'll maybe leave that until later. We need to get our daughter an educator, so let's just use her for opinion, I suppose. Our new Duke of Meissen, perhaps? Clara of Bowman is, of course, not very happy with us. She views us as a foreigner and that kind of thing. Also, yes, we are a known murderer, of course. Let's give her to this guy. Let's see if there's anything we can do. She's not actually married yet. Once she's married to our son, we'll get an opinion bonus for that. We'll try to make sure that any heir that she has is educated with a person of our culture. And we should be able to solve that problem in the long term, at least. Getting a claimant to this duchy would be great. I guess, not sure what the chances are of us ever getting the Pope to sanction a claim on this title for us. I think we have papal investiture, so that is all we can do on that score. Otherwise, let's just maybe check back again once our opinion with him increases to 100, and we'll see what he says about it. Good old Trude the Maid is increasing our levy reinforcement rate. I think her event chain must be over. We haven't heard anything from her in quite a while, but I think we no longer have our truce with Bayern, so war is possible. Well, war was possible before, but now it's possible without any huge prestige penalties. So we can go take this county, which is currently being sieged by rebels. We'll just probably take it anyway, I guess. We could call in our allies, but I don't think that is going to be necessary. Probably not necessary to raise all of our troops either, but it'll be fine. Got about 6,000 troops of his own, but he's involved in another war. Been called in by the Pechenegs. Hopefully his army is well out of position and we won't have to actually fight him. He's called in Serbia, okay. Serbia, who actually is related to us by marriage. Our cousin is his wife. Oh, she's the Duchess of Milan, I see. So we're fighting Milan also. But we're actually not fighting Serbia. I see. She's the Queen of Serbia, but Serbia has not been called to war. The Duchess of Anjou has made Meissen her primary title. Oh dear, okay, so we've lost. Our Margrave of Meissen has died and passed on his lands to the Duchess of Anjou, unfortunately. So, that's pretty bad. I think we should gain claims on this. We have claims on 2 of the counties, it seems. Well, we'll have to deal with that at some point. Made a rather ugly yellow blotch in the center of my realm, which I'm none too pleased about. We can't see our CBs because we have levies raised. Also, we need to give our daughter to somebody else to educate, since the guy that died was the guy who was educating her previously. I guess we'll... Oh, we don't want to give her to Clara because she'll become the wrong culture. So we'll kill these rebels, we'll siege the county. We can pick a new ambition. I believe we had the ambition to improve our fighting skills. And since we just turned 50, that's no longer possible. But we'll try to become a paragon of virtue instead. Known murderers as we are. Oh well, or we're just gonna die, that's fine too. Died a maimed cripple. Let's see then. We are now King Gerhard of Franken. Our heir is our 2-year-old son. We're a pretty good character. We're quick. We're moderately diplomatic and moderately good at fighting. Unfortunately, we are paranoid like our father, so we're going to have lots of nonsense about suspecting our wife of cheating on us and that kind of thing. That's okay though. We can take the ambition to have a daughter, which might be a good idea. To have more than one child. Sure, let's do that. And for a focus, let's see. Why don't we choose the business focus? Already have very good stewardship, but increasing it more is never going to hurt. Let's get our brother educated for opinion. You have a duke who's pretty unhappy with us. Clara apparently likes us better than she likes our father. Or liked our father. Give you to this guy. And you are the one who is betrothed to Clara. So we'll get you educated with somebody else. We get him educated with Clara, which might be a bit weird. Let's not do that. Okay, let's just check out our vassal opinion. So all of the dukes are at least in the positives, only slightly in the positives in some cases. Not much we can do directly to improve his opinion if we don't want to change our crown laws, which we don't. Let's give him an honorary title, maybe. Could help out a little bit. Don't think we're going to have any huge problems, but we'll keep an eye on the factions page just in case. Let's unpause and see what happens. We've retained the same domain size, which is fine, and similar vassal limit. I'm not sure what exactly our diplomacy is like compared to our father's. Actually, it's only 10, which is relatively low. I don't feel too well, something is wrong with me. I am burning up with fever, my nose is running, and my head feels as if someone is banging something hard against it. So we are ill already. Let's hope we don't die immediately. That would be a little annoying. And we have inherited weak claims on 2 of these counties that we lost. A little annoying. I'm not sure that we can press both of these in the same war as we would have been able to with the strong claims. This means that taking back our land up here is going to be a bit of a longer process. Let's imprison that mayor. One of my courtiers has criticized the strategies and tactics I've been employing. We can say that the count has a point, or we can say that nobody questions me. We'll say he has a point. And I really feel like the Duchess over here is just taunting me by making my title her primary title. He's also married to the Duke of Altmark, who's under Saxony. I'm not sure if that land is perhaps likely to change hands again when she dies. We'll see, I suppose. Oh, in the meantime, our war has ended inconclusively because the CB is no longer valid. I assume our Duchess in here, who had the de jure claim, has died. So that's not part of that duchy, it's part of this duchy. Just held the same guy, so we should be able to just redeclare this war, I think. It's kind of annoying, though. Need to get our brother educated with somebody else. Probably just the guy who inherited the duchy. He's relatively happy with me. I will give you to this duke instead, I think. Okay, my vassals have decided to cooperate in order to improve their situation. They will cooperate in economic development. Fair enough. It seems that enemy presence in our homelands only 18,500. We'll be able to return home. Not sure why that is happening. Let's let a few days pass. Fortunately, we are not ill anymore, so that's good. Okay, well, we're going to lose a few hundred troops. For reasons unknown. So let's declare the de jure claim war again on behalf of our new duke. Ooh, he's now a triple duke. Not really happy about that. Says he's the Duke of Upper Bavaria, but oh, it's because he's married to the Duchess of Upper Bavaria, so he's not a triple duke, but his heir is going to be a triple duchess. So we're going to end up with a very powerful vassal down there. Well, we'll deal with that later if it becomes an issue, but for now we'll just make him more powerful, why not? By giving him another county. This is of course going to improve his opinion of me as well, which I suppose is good. Probably should have checked what exactly our options are in declaring war for these counties up here when we were at peace and had no levies raised, but that's fine. We apparently inherited a bishopric down here, so let's just give that out to a random character. Since we don't really have any interest in holding on to that ourselves. Oh, that was the temple we were building, of course. That makes sense. And now we can build a third castle in here, as soon as we have the requisite amount of money. You have declared the subjugation of Baroness. Okay. Not sure exactly what that is about. So there is a relatively large Bavarian army wandering around in my lands now. I think what I'll do is send half of this stack down to siege the target county. I can actually click there. And we'll take the remaining half and chase down these troops from over here. Yeah, we'll just use this one. Guess it doesn't really matter. I think we may be crossing a river here, and we are definitely attacking into hills, but we have a pretty substantial numbers advantage, so should go just fine. As it turns out, we weren't crossing a river. And we captured the king himself. So that was a pretty productive battle. I think we'll just go ahead and end it, or we could ransom both of those prisoners we just got. In fact, we can't ransom the king. Alright, we'll ransom the Duchess for 145. And this mayor while we're at it. And as soon as we get that money, we'll go ahead and end the war. So that was a nice little windfall there, as well as the county we gained, of course. And I may just spend the, however much it's going to cost me, 875 gold to build the new castle as soon as we have it. So let's maybe not spend money on feasts and things in the meantime. No, the Pope would still deny our request for this. I wonder, does Saxony still have their anti-Pope? Apparently not. No anti-Popes. Not sure if deposing an anti-Pope would give us an opinion bonus with the papacy, but I suspect it probably would. We do have our chaplain down here to improve opinion, so we'll see if he's willing to give us any claims if and when his opinion goes to 100. Let's check out what we can do about these counties, though. We cannot press our own weak claims, apparently. Presumably because the current holder is an adult male. So, that being the case, let's try and kill him. And it looks like we can bribe the Spy Master, which is everyone's favorite thing to do. And speaking of the Pope, to 86 opinion from him. Nope, still wouldn't grant me a claim over there. But we are over 200% with the involvement of the Spy Master. We should see that fire before too long. Any day now, I'm sure. Don't think there's any point in bribing other people to join. As long as it's over 200%. Burgundy is at peace with Duchess. Okay. The world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumors have reached you that people are conspiring to kill your wife. Well, I suspect they're probably not, and we're just paranoid about it. Would be sad if she died. She's paranoid too. We'll just assume that nothing bad will happen to her. Our plot remains above 200%. Really should fire at any moment now. Okay, let's bribe one person in. Really don't think this will make any kind of a difference, but it makes me feel like I'm doing something. To appoint a new court chaplain, we'll appoint our Prince Bishop of Cologne, and him to improve religious relations with the Pope. which hopefully he will do. Get us up to full 100 opinion. We can see what we can get out of the Pope in terms of claims. If he won't give us claims, he'll probably at least give us some money, so at least that's something. So the Duchess over there is winning another war. Really, I don't know why this still doesn't fire. Oh, apparently people are conspiring to kill my son Dietrich. Let's hope they actually aren't, but not send him into hiding just for the moment. And we're only about 100 gold away from being able to build our castle. You improved the opinion of a bishop, which is not what I sent you to Rome to do. But that's okay, I guess. Well, anyway, we are out of time for this episode, so let's leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.